I am. That was sweet. I am. That jump man tried to fly. At lunch, remind me to play that. Alright, but now let's get started. Hey, grade, what Friday is this? Man, y'all too cool for me. What Friday is this? Alright, right, we clap on three. 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, old crusty 8th grade. Wipe that coal out your eye, 8th grade. Wake up, 8th grade. No, but seriously, you know you got a bright future, right? And in many cases, the person next to you also has a bright future, right? It got quiet. All right, at least you love yourself. Now, we have a very cool student performance. And I'm trying to get this particular part on my phone, but I held it sideways first. Long story. So anyway, I'm gonna get back here and try to get ready to shoot this. When you see the students that you know preparing to perform in front of you and express themselves through fine art, y'all give them a round of applause, okay? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, select members of the 8th grade orchestra. Give it up, give it up. One more time, like you mean it, for select members of the 8th grade orchestra, please. Oh, yes. So, unless you just transferred to Decker Middle School this morning, you know that we are fighting for the future of the world through this community. That the things that you can change are more important and are the focus of the work that we do for you and with you. You know that, right? Right. Because we might be expired while you're still changing the world with whatever's inside of you. With that said, on Fridays we have house meetings. And the word spreads about them to the point that many people who stood in front of you on these Fridays are people who get well compensated for what they do in front of you, but they choose to contact us because they hear about it. They know the role and the importance of this community in the city of Austin, a community that's growing and growing and growing. I believe our district alone has doubled in size in the last 6-7 years. Is this true? So it's a very crucial community. It's very important. And you're not just going to impact Austin, you're going to impact the world. So anyway, all that to say, we have a lot of presenters who are contacting us and wanting to come here and volunteer their time because they know how important it is. And this next speaker is one of those people. So he went to undergraduate school. I was kind of old and crusty like you when he got there, but I did have the opportunity to meet him in undergrad at UT. He majored in African American studies. He went into business. He did a lot of management work. And then a light bulb clicked, and he realized he wanted to be working with young people. So he works from Garcia to Turner Roberts to Dobie and all over the country, and in some instances, other parts of the world, doing exactly what it is that he came to speak to you about today, free of charge. So rise to your feet, please. Throw your hands in the sky. Throw the sky in your hands. Clap them together real hard above your head for Sugar Ray Destin Jr.
How y'all doing this morning? It must be a Boehner thing because every group so far has said the same thing. What was that? Good. That's like a cool response, right? No, it is. It's like all cool kids say, "How you doing?" "I'm good, bro. I'm chilling." But what I want y'all to say when I ask is great. All right? There's a reason, and I'll explain that in a minute. So how y'all doing this morning? Great. How y'all this morning? Great. All right. Now, my name is Sugar Ray Destin Jr. That's the name I was born with. That's the name I grew up in Houston fighting for. So, tell y'all a little bit about myself. Like Bobby said, I did go to UT, but I went on to start my own business. I actually have 2 companies at this very moment. One is my speaking business, which allows me to travel the world, speaking to young people just like yourselves. I'm also an author. I've written my first book and I have 3 more coming out next year. At the same time, I have a nonprofit organization that does leadership, college empowerment, the same things that y'all are learning here. I actually travel and help students just like y'all learn the same things. So, how many of y'all are happy being average? Trick question, right? Trick question. Trick question. No class clowns today. Everybody is serious about their futures, right? Who in here is serious about their future? Who is serious about their future? All right. How many of y'all are gonna go on to college? All right. Hands down. So the question I have for y'all is, how many of y'all want to learn how to go from being good to great? How many of y'all want to learn how to go from being good to being great? Only a few of y'all. So I'm only talking to a few of y'all. The rest of y'all can tune out, y'all can go back to sleep, whatever the case is. But here's what it is. The difference between those who are good or average and those who are great could be the difference of $1 million in your lifetime. How many of y'all are ready to give up $1 million just because you're good? How many of y'all want to make that extra $1 million by being great? All right. So here's the difference. Here's the difference. The people who are good are the ones right now in your classes that are always telling the jokes, and y'all know them, they ain't funny, but for some reason they feel like they are. Don't point them, Mike. We all know who they are. The people who are great, listen, pay attention. Serious about our futures, right? The people who are great are the ones who sit in the front of the classrooms. They're the ones who are paying attention and who are putting in that extra work when the teacher says it's time to go. They're the ones who are volunteering when it's time to do something. Why? Because they want to separate themselves from the crowd. Right? Because we've all heard where the crowd ends up. Where does the crowd end up? Where does the crowd end up? Exactly. Where does the crowd end up? 1 of 3 places. Name those 3 places. Jail, dead, or on the streets. Right? So listen. If that's where the crowd ends up, why would you ever want to be part of the crowd? Why would you ever want to be part of the crowd? Right? Here's what I want you to understand. When I was growing up, I was just like the smart kids in your class. I was the one who made straight A's. I was the one that the cool kids laughed at. I was the one who the cool kids laughed at. You know why they laughed? Because I wasn't cool like them at that very moment. But guess what I'm doing now? Running circles around those same people who laughed at me. So here's the difference between good and great. Here's the difference between good and great. Good is going to be the one in the future that says, hey, great, can I get a job? Great is going to be the one that says, get with my secretary. She'll contact you. I want to leave that on your brain for a reason. The ones who are laughing now are not necessarily the ones who are going to laugh when it counts. Okay? So how do we go from good to great? First step. How many of y'all know what goals are? Goals, dreams. Right. First step. Set goals for your life. Decide where you want to be 15 years from now, 10 years from now. Decide what college you want to go to. Don't say, can I go to college? Say, which college am I going to go to? Here's the difference between those that didn't make that decision and those that did. By the time I graduated high school, every college in the nation was looking for me. Every college in the nation. I still got a box of college letters. Harvard, Yale, Princeton. Anybody ever heard of those? Yeah. You know which college I decided on? Come on now. Greatest college in the nation. UT. But listen. Over Harvard. I got Texas pride. I'm Texas strong. Check this out. He said, what sport? I like that. Let me answer that question. I didn't go to college for sports. That's not the only way that you can make it out. Right? The way that I made it out was using this. The most powerful tool that I have. That's my mind. And that's the most powerful tool that each and every one of y'all have. Right? Here's the second step. After you make that decision, be willing to put in the work. Be willing to put in the work and get advice from those who have already done it. Who should you be listening to at this point? Should you be listening to your friends that are next to you, that are clowning in the classroom? Teachers, principals, the people around you that want to guide you. They've already been in your footsteps. And believe this or not, everything that you think is new is not new. Right? The hairstyles that y'all got, the clothes that y'all wear, ain't none of that new. We did that long time ago. The difference is, we made it. We made it to the point that y'all want to get to. Right? When I was growing up your age, they gave me those 3 statistics as well. They told me you're either going to be, by the time you're 18 as a young black man, I am black. You're either going to be dead, you're going to be locked up, or you're going to be on the streets. By the time I was 17, I was here in Austin, at the University of Texas at Austin, finishing my 3rd semester in college. So with all that being said, separate yourself from the crowd. Separate yourself from the crowd. Get good advice. Find a mentor early. If you want to be a lawyer, find a lawyer. If you want to be a doctor, find a lawyer. If you want to be a teacher, ask some of your teachers. You have greatness right here in these halls, right here with you. I know some of your teachers' stories. I know some of your teachers' stories. One of your teachers I know for a fact has traveled the world doing music. Who? Oh, y'all know too. Cool. One of your teachers, can I call y'all real quick, sir? One of your teachers went to college with me. He's younger than me. Your principal. But here's his story. And I love the story of greatness. I love the story of passion. I love the story of determination. Less than 2 years ago, he was fighting for his life. Less than 2 years ago, he was fighting for his life. He's still here for a reason. Y'all are his reason for being here. Understand that. Success does not happen by chance. It doesn't happen because we want it. There's a lot of people that say that they want to be successful. There's a lot of people that say that they want to be successful. The difference is, some people say they want it, and some people grind and go get it. How many grinders are in here? Okay, everybody hands down. Hold on. I realize I just gave a term that everybody's not familiar with. Grinding means you're willing to work your buns off and put everything in so that you can get the best out of life that life has. How many of y'all are grinders? How many of y'all are going to give it your 100% from this day forward, no matter what it takes? Last thing. Who's the smartest person? Who has the best grades in y'all class right now? Hold on. Who has the best grades in your class? Who?
Me.
Here's a homework assignment. Listen. Here's a homework assignment for y'all. I want y'all to find out who has the best grades in your class right now. Wait. Y'all gonna let me finish? Hold on. The reason that I want you to find out who has the best grades is because I want y'all to find out what it is that they're doing. When I was your age, I hung out with millionaires. You know where I hung out with them at?
You get money?
Say it again. The library. You got people that have already done what it is that you're trying to do. You have people that have done what it is that you are trying to do. Find out what other people who are successful in a successful position have done that you want to do. And lastly, give it everything you got. And I mean everything. Don't leave nothing on the table. Don't joke around when it's class time. Finish your homework when you're in class and go home and do some more work. It don't make sense to some of y'all, right? Hold on. It don't make sense to some of y'all. Let me explain something to you. I hang out with people that stay up until 11 o'clock at night, wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and start all over again. The reason that we do that is because we're separating ourselves from the rest. If you want something that nobody else has, you got to be willing to do something that nobody else will do. If you're willing to give everything that you got in your heart, leave it all on the table. Leave nothing to chance. Listen to your teachers and make that decision that you're going to be great. I can guarantee you that you'll be successful. But if you still want to be cool, good. I can also tell you where that's going to lead you. Right? Y'all have everything, y'all have every opportunity in the world at your fingertips right now. It's about a decision though. So somebody, anybody, tell me one of the two steps to going from good to great. Try to show of hands. Set goals for yourself. Give it all you got. Sound like a hip hop song, huh? Give it all you got. What? All right. Y'all should come see me. Like I said, I'm an author. I got a book up here. Y'all can get an autographed copy of the book. But what I want to leave y'all with is this. What I want to leave y'all with this is this. And it's a quote from one of my favorite hip hop artists, Jay-Z. Today's his birthday. So we're in Jay-Z mode, right? Luck is not some mystical energy that travels the universe randomly bestowing itself upon others. We create our own luck. Give it everything in your heart. Claim your destiny. Let's go get it, y'all. Everybody, stand up and give our guest speaker a big round of applause. Break it up on 3. 1, 2, 3. Real quick. Jay Sean, come up here.
Taking pictures to move around. He just did right.
Sorry about this track. Listen up. Sydney. So listen. Mr. Suge just talked about what it means to grind, right? Like a slang word. Grind, never give up, hard working, perseverance, being resilient, pushing through. All the same context. Sibley said to me, Mr. Bailey, look what happened. I was grinding, and look where I'm at now. It's not funny, because that's not the right mindset. Exactly what Mr. Shook was talking about. Grinding means, what do you do when you get challenged? How do you respond when life happens? You go hard, exactly. So Sibley here, track me. An example of what it means to grind here. He's going to play football again. Got hurt playing football at one of our last games. Had to have surgery. He got 2 ways he can react to that. Give up on football, say I'm never playing again, even though I love the sport, this happened. Be down and out, be sad, be depressed, give up. Or he can take that mentality like grind, push through. You know what? I got hurt playing football in 8th grade. But I'm gonna heal up quickly. I'm gonna get stronger. I'm gonna go harder. And make sure I shine when I get to high school. He always will be able to reflect. Yeah, I got hurt playing football in middle school, but I pushed through that. I had a story to tell. Grinding. That's one of the words I use when I'm not in principal mode. I'm be honest with you. I can really relate to that word. That's the mindset that you have to have, 8th graders. Because you're finna leave us in a few months. You are almost, I hope you pass. I don't want to be your principal more than once. Unless I go to the high school, and I don't plan on going to the high school. So I should only be your principal 1 year. Because all of you should leave me and go to somebody's high school. You have a few months, so you got to start thinking differently. You got to start preparing yourself. I listen to the comments that you make. Some of you get it, some of you still acting very immature, thinking low level. That's not what we're about. There's going to come a time in there at the end of the year, you're going to be expecting me and your principals to say that you're promoted to high school. Or to say that you're going to be retained. Nothing's going to be funny after that point. Nothing's going to be silly. Nothing's going to be smiling about. You're going to be sitting there and life is going to kick in for real. Like, man, I may have to be in 8th grade with the 7th graders that we have here. I don't wish that. Your teacher don't wish that on any of you. But here's the thing. We can only do so much talking. We can only do so much teaching. We can only do so much leading by example. You are going to have to step your game up and take care of business. A lot of you have it. Some of you don't. And those small portion who don't have that right mindset, I hope you learn it quickly because you're running out of time. You're running out of time. This year is halfway over. Believe in yourselves, sibling. That did happen. You'll get past that. Go harder. You support them. If you got good friends, they ain't gonna let you down. They're gonna make sure you push through. That's the type of people you want to surround yourself with. Give yourselves a hand clap for being brave.
All right, guys. You know it's time for the week, so I need that drum roll. Drum roll. Drum roll. Go off hard. All right, our staff member of the week. Give it up for Miss Burton. Come on down, Miss Burton. All right, bring everybody up. Three for Miss Burton. 1, 2, 3. She needs more love than that. 1, 2, 3. All right. When you see Miss Burton in the hallway today, tell her, great job. Thank you for doing what she does and making you earn your destiny. All right, so it's time to go back to class. We need you to go this